Well, I forgot. Go ahead.
Oh, wait, what the heck? I love it. All right, and today, everybody, welcome to the Bird's Eye View. I'm Mr. Krow, and I'm here with Duck.
Hey.
I love this. This is wow. He surprised me with this music too. That's awesome. Yeah. So today, anyway, now this just totally threw me off guard. Have you ever learned of a word that isn't exactly a word that should be a word you use? I don't know how it's to really work it in there, but
that's a word, right? It's probably a profession, right? Like an actual profession.
It could be a professional, a profession. Yeah. So what we're talking about today is how the word groomer is not acceptable in our society anymore.
Because
some of the repercussions from it.
Because children of the playground are putting political pressure on people like these social media that agree with these children of the playground, or these fans of the playground. You know, because I don't know what else to call them, because you can't call them groomers now, apparently. Well, you can still on YouTube for the time being, for the moment. But on
that's true.
On Reddit, you can no longer use the word groomer, and on Twitter, you can't use the word groomer because Twitter and Reddit are apparently fans of people that are fans of the playground. I don't know how else to put it, because
I don't know how else to put it, but you're doing a really good job there.
because how else? I mean, is pedophile banned on Reddit and Twitter?
But you can't go out and say that because that's accusing someone. So, but I don't know if it's banned. That's a good question. But yet the action of it is against the TOS of Reddit and Twitter, though. If I went out and called somebody a pedophile, then yes, they could. It's against the TOS.
But the problem is, what if they are?
You have to justify that a different way.
Well,
I don't know. Well, I don't know how to do it.
This is how you justify it, because 181 kindergarten through 12 educators charged with sex crimes in the first half of this year. The first half, 181 children to the playground teaching our kids. I mean, and then like you have Reddit and Twitter trying to protect these people. I don't understand. I don't understand how you ban this, because how do you not this meme. Sorry, this meme is, you got Wonder Woman. My generation had Wonder Woman. This generation wonders if it's a woman.
If it is a woman. Yes.
But how do you have this conversation if you can't have this conversation on social media using the proper words to describe it? Because groomer is a very perfect term for what's happening in our schools, where they are trying to change your kids' thoughts, make your kids transgender, or make your kid LGBTQZYX elemental P qualified, or what the hell ever, right? This is stuff happening in our school, and they've made 181 arrests this year. Those are the people that have been caught.
A year alone.
Those are the people that have been caught. That's not the people that are tiny bit smarter and didn't put it out on social media and haven't been caught. But that doesn't mean it's not going on. Right?
Well, and this is the other thing, too, is this could open up a whole other realm, too, is what does school do? I mean, people are always bringing up that it's actually the government grooming you to work for them, and make them money. But that's the question, though.
That is an improper use of groomer. I'll just tell you that.
I'm gonna. That is It's still grooming. You're still grooming. But yes, that's an improper word. But I don't know. It brings up so many questions of how do you have these conversations for real? I mean, like what? And this kind of hits home, where it's how do you encourage your children to talk to you if needs be? How do you give them a safe place knowing that they can
Well,
come home and talk to you about
the
it?
the thing is that's where that conversation should happen regardless, not at school. Period. That's
Correct.
and definitely
But
not pre-puberty. Should definitely not be having that conversation in kindergarten or grade school
but
and maybe even middle school.
but that's my question. How do you start this? How and when do you start this conversation with your children?
Well, but that's up to
You
you
like
as a parent. That's your choice as a parent. That's your
I
God-given
agree.
right as a parent.
But I agree, but I'm looking at it this way now. What if your child never comes across this?
But
Like
then,
and never has an issue? Are you raising a concern for nothing? But yet, what if they are having issues and they've heard about it first at home where the people or first at school and they're like, you don't ever want to talk to anybody about this. You only talk to me. Now it's too
well,
late for you.
but that's being involved in your kid's life, right? That
Hopefully.
you're not gonna not
Hopefully.
know your kid's having problems,
I would hope.
right?
Like
Well,
I'm
I don't see. Well, see, but that's the teacher in the school's job to say, hey, there seems to be an issue with your child. You need to discuss it with your child. Not we're gonna
yeah,
discuss it with your child, right?
correct. Correct.
And I think that's where that thing is. But like, I don't like. I guess that's part of raising a kid in a manner that they can talk to you.
Yeah.
Because if that's the way you are, then so be it. But don't. But you can't have people push that on you. If you were that way because born that way, decided to be that way, whatever, then okay, that's fine. Be who you are. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
But when you are constantly talking to impressionable little sponges that soak in everything they hear, you can't have those type of conversations until they're ready because you are influencing them for no reason at all, right? Like
Correct.
like my girls are 6 years old, the twins,
Mhm.
and they watch some movies that some people might deem inappropriate or not, when they're with us or whatever. But the thing is they don't even realize that yet, right? It's not as
Yeah.
why are those two girls kissing each other? That's not a conversation that they've brought up yet, right? They're not even thinking about that kind of stuff. I guess that's my
Yeah, they're
point,
not.
right?
Yeah.
Is they're in first grade, they're not thinking about that kind of stuff. So the only time they're going to think about it is if they're in school and somebody's pushing it on them to think about. And then they're like they don't like when they go and their friends, they don't see race yet, right? They don't see it. It doesn't make any difference to them right now. But
Yeah.
eventually that's going to get pushed onto them. And then they'll
Mhm.
have to think about it and start making decisions based on that because somebody pushed it on them.
Yeah.
But if you are grooming the kids from an early age to think that way, that's why this critical race theory stuff is so retarded, right? Is why are you telling first graders that they're different because of their skin color? Because they don't see that. They don't have any idea about that. It doesn't mean anything to them.
Yeah.
But now you want to make this little tiny person think about, that my skin color is darker than that person, so they must be bad and I'm not, or I must be bad and they're like, that's not something that they think about. It's the same thing as
Yeah.
when they're in their kids, they don't know unless you've explained to them the birds and the bees at first grade or whatever, they don't even think about that kind of thing. Right?
Nah.
they just think the stork brings a baby and that's how a baby shows up. So like, they still believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and all these other things that they should be believing in. Not this, what orientation am I? Should I be wearing pants or a dress? Like, that's just asinine. And teachers have no place. And what is happening is these teachers are getting arrested by the droves, apparently, for sex-related crimes with children.
Yeah. And that's where I'm like, where do you? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm like, that's where do you?
And so
I would hope that my kid, I would see something wrong. But
153 teachers, full-time teachers, 12 teacher aides, and 12 substitute teachers. So what is it about being a teacher other than access, right? You're providing access so these people funnel themselves into the teacher job? I don't understand. I don't know. But the thing is how is this happening? Why isn't the school monitoring this? Why aren't the parents informed? This goes to when you see the moron teachers on TikTok that get themselves fired because they're all proud of, I'm grooming these kids, and they talk about it openly, and then they get themselves fired. They do. Like I love those. I love those teachers because they're gone. It's the ones that are shy and hide it that you have to worry about.
Yeah.
No, this is a sore subject to me because I'd be going to prison if something like this happened to my twins. I'll tell you that right now. This is gonna be real bad if something like that happens. Like, but that's why they're in jujitsu, because if somebody thinks they're gonna put their hands on those girls are gonna choke somebody the hell out or break somebody's arm. So this is. I don't understand this society that we need to protect fans of the playground by banning words to describe them so we can have these conversations.
That's I think the biggest thing right there that gets me is how do you have these kind of conversations if you're not allowed to have the conversation? Like, I don't know. It's very... Yeah, you can't call them out. You can't. It's very, I don't know. They've got more rights, it seems like at times.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know who Sydney Watson is. She's a YouTuber. She's got a pretty big channel, but the poor lady, she is stuck on. I don't want to put it that way. She is super concerned about kids. And right now, she made a comment about how she feels stuck in covering these topics because it's very important to her, and to have these things brought up. And if you want to see how bad this problem is, please go check out Sydney Watson's YouTube channel and just look at some of her stories and watch some of her stories, because a lot of her stories have to do with this kind of stuff. And she does a very good job. She's very funny. But she really points out how bad these problems are, enough to where I think her last video was about a guy that was part of the, I think he was part of the government or something. I don't think it was the U.S. government, though, we'll say that. But he ran experiments placing kids with fans of the playground adults as an experiment. And they let it happen. And now some of those people have come forward and talked about it. But this is a very serious issue that we cannot be normalizing children, fans of the playground. We can't be normalizing groomers and pedophiles and fans of the playground. We can't be normalizing that. We can't be banning words to describe those because it makes people uncomfortable, because you should absolutely be uncomfortable with these kind of topics. Absolutely.
You should. Oh, yeah.
And if you're not, that's a problem. But
It's a sign of the problem, of one problem.
yeah, but this just
Yeah.
blows me away. It just blows me away that you have all these people getting arrested, and then Twitter and Reddit want to ban the word groomer because it offends the people it should offend, right? It offends the people that are pedophiles, groomers, and fans of the playground. That's like,
that's really what it is. Yeah.
it just,
And because they're offended, they yeah.
Yeah. I don't get it.
It's true.
Elon, hurry up and frickin' buy Twitter and frickin' fix it, bro. This is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
But,
I've been looking at some of his stuff too, and I'm like, I don't think it's gonna happen.
yeah,
Yet.
but I'll put Sydney's channel. I'll put the link in the description because I think she does a very good job of covering this stuff. Her videos are very funny. She's very funny. But you know, it's a serious topic, but she's just a funny type person, and so she can sometimes bring humor to these very serious videos. But I don't have anything else to say about this. This is just, it blows me away.
I think this is tough too, because I know that in some of these articles too, Congress is like, well, we should do a study. Why is there a study that's needed?
What do you have to study?
Why? What do you have to? Yeah, exactly. And yet I know a lot of teachers have like the teachers union and stuff like that, and the district will, you know, the taxpayers will pay for the teachers until proven guilty. So it's like we're kind of stuck up against the wall. We need to be able to talk about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's I think is the thing is it needs to be able to stay in the public eye. This needs to not go away as a topic, and to ban words that are used as this topic is just wrong. It's just wrong. And I can't believe that Twitter and Reddit can even defend this kind of action. It just kind of amazes me.
Yeah, it's surprising. Like well, and it's also surprising if you know the background of the story and everything. It's like how they're even trying to fight it, saying we can't use this word, and you guys can't use this word anymore. I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me know what you think. And like I said, I'll put that link down in the description. As always, we'll put the links to these stories in the description also, so you guys can read it firsthand and see what you think. But leave a comment. More serious
topic here.
Yeah. Leave a comment, leave a like, and help this video get seen. It helps out the channel. Thank you all. Much love, and keep yourself safe and your kids.
And we'll talk to you next time. See you, everyone.